Probably the greatest poem ever written by the greatest poet who ever lived. Shanter, a tale. When Chapman billies leave the streets and drouthy neighbours meet, as market days are wearing late and folk begin to tack the gate, while we sit boozing at the nappy, getting fou and unco happy, we think not on the lang Scots miles, the mosses, waters, slaps and stiles that lie between us and our hame, or sits our sulky, sullen dame, gathering her brews like gathering storm, nursing her wrath to keep it warm. This truth fand honest Tam O'Shanter, as he for air enacted canter, all there wham ne'er a tune surpasses for honest men and bonny lasses. O Tam, hadst thou but been sae wise as ta'en thy ain wife Kate's advice, she told thou weel thou was a skellum, a blethering, blustering, drunken blellum, that fae November till October, in market day thou wasna sober, that ilka melder with the miller, thou sat as lang as thou had siller, that every naig was cawed a shoe on, the smith and thee got roaring fou on, that at the Lord's hoose, e'en on Sunday, thou drank with Captain Jean till Monday. She prophesied that late or soon thou would be fund, deep drowned in doon, or catched wi' warlocks in the mirk by Alloway's old haunted kirk. Ah, gentle dames, it gars me greet to think hoo many counsels sweet, hoo many lengthened sage advices the husband for the wife despises. But to our tale, ae market night, Tam had got planted uncorrect, fast by an angle, bleezing finely, with reaming swats that drank divinely, and at his elbow, Sooter Johnny, his ancient trusty drouthy crony. Tam looed him like a vera brother. They had been fou for weeks together. The nicht drave on wi' sangs and clatter, and aye, the ale was growing better. The landlady and Tam grew gracious, with favours secret, sweet and precious. The suitor told his queerest stories. The landlord's laugh was ready chorus. The storm without micht rear and rustle. Tam didna mind the storm a whistle. Care, mad to see a man sae happy, e'en drowned himsel amang the nappy. As bees flee hame with lades o' treasure, the minutes winged their way wi' pleasure. Kings may be blessed, but Tam was glorious, o'er all the ills o' life victorious. But pleasures are like poppies spread. You sees the flower, the bloom is shed, or like the snow falls in the river, a moment white, then melts forever, or like the borealis race that flit ere you can point their place, or like the rainbow's lovely form, vanishing amid the storm. Nae man can tether time nor tide, the hour approaches, Tam man ride. That hour o' nicht's black arch the keystane, that dreary hour he mounts his beast in, and sick a nicht he taks the road in, as ne'er peer sinner was abroad in. The wind blew as 'twould blawn its last, the rattling showers rose on the blast, the speedy gleams the darkness swallowed, loud, deep and lang the thunder bellowed. That nicht a child micht understand, the deil had business on his horns. Weel, mounted on his grey mare, Meg, a better never lifted leg, Tam skelpit on through dub and mire, despising wind and rain and fire, whilst holding fast his gid blue bonnet, whilst crooning out an old Scots sonnet, whilst glowering round wi' prudent cares, lest bogles catched him unawares. Kirkalloway was drawing nigh, where geese and hoolets nichtly cry. But this time it was crossed the ford, where in the snaw the chapman smoored, and past the birks and Michelstein, where drunken Charlie Bracksneck bane, and through the winds, and by the cairn where hunters fund the murdered bairn, and near the thorn abin the well where Mungo's mother hanged hersel. Before him doon pours a' his floods, the Dublin storm roars through the woods, the lightnings flash frae pole to pole, near and more near the thunder's roll, when, glimmering through the groaning trees, Kirk Alloway seemed in a blaze. Through ilka bore the beams were glancing, and loud resounded mirth and dancing. Inspiring bold John Barleycorn, what dangers thou canst mak us scorn. With tippenny, we fear nae evil. With Usquebae, we'd face the devil. The swats sae reamed in Tammy's noddle. Fair play, Tam care nae deals a boddle, but Maggie stood rich sair astonished, till by the heel and hand admonished, she ventured for it on the licht, and whoa, Tam saw one unco sicht. Warlocks and witches in a dance, nae cotillon brand new for France, but hornpipes, jigs, straths, pies and reels, but life and metal in their heels. A winnock bunker in the east, there sat old Nick in shape o' beast, a toozy tight black grim and large, to gie them music was his charge. He screwed the pipes and gat them skirl till roof and rafters a' did dirl. Coffins stood round like open presses that shawed the deed in their last dresses, and by some devilish cane-trapped slicht, each in his cauld hand held a licht, by which heroic Tam was able to note upon the haly table a murderer's banes and gibbet airns, twa span lang wee and crescent bairns. A thief new cutted fair rape, with his last gasp is gabbed and gape. 5 tomahawks with blood red rusted, 5 scimitars in murder crusted, a garter which a babe had strangled, a knife a father's throat had mangled, whom his ain son o' life bereft, the grey hairs yet stack to the heft, wi' mair o horrible and awful, which e'en to name would be unlawful. 3 lawyers' tongues turned inside out, wi' lies seemed like a beggar's clout. 3 priests' hearts, rotten, black as muck, lay stinking, vile in every nyuck. As Tammy glowered, amazed and curious, the mirth and fun grew fast and furious. The piper loud and louder blew, the dancers quick and quicker flew. They reeled, they set, they crossed, they cleekit, till ilka carl and swat and reek it, and coosed her daddies to the wark, and linkit at it in her sark. Tam, oh Tam, had they been queens, all plump and strapping in their teens, their serks instead o' creasy flannin been snow white, 1700 linen. Their breeks o' mine, my only pair, the ains were plush o' gid blue hair. I would ha' gi'en them half my hardies for a blink o' the bonny birdies. But withered beldams, auld and droll, rigwoody hags would speen a foal, louping and flinging on a crummock. I wondered didna turn thy stomach. But Tam kenned what was what fu brawly. There was a winsome wench and Wally that nicht enlisted in the corps. Lang after kenned on Carrickshore, for many a beast to deed she shot and perished, many a bonny boat, and shook baith meikle corn and beer, and kept the countryside in fear. Her cutty sark o' Paisley Horne, that while a lassie she had worn, in longitude, though sorely scanty, it was her best, and she was vaunty. Ha! Little kenned thy reverend granny, that sark she coughed for her wee nanny with twa pun Scotch. 'Twas all riches, would ever graced a dance o' witches. But here my muse, her wingman cour, 6 flights as far beyond her poor to sing who nanny lap and fly. A supple jod she was, and strang, and who Tam stood like ane bewitched, and thocht his very een enriched. E'en sain glowered and fidged fu fain, and hutched and blew wi' micht and main till, first ae caper, syne another, Tam tint his reason a' thegither, and roars out, "Weel done, Cutty Sark!" And in an instant all was dark, and scarcely had he Maggie rallied, when out the hellish legion sallied, as bees bizz out wi' angry fyke, when plundering herds assail their bike, as open puss's mortal foes, when pop she starts before their nose, as eager runs the market crowd, when "Catch the thief!" resounds aloud. So Maggie runs, the witches follow, wi' mony an eldritch squealing hollow. Oh damn, they'll get thy fairin', and hell they'll roast thee like a hern. In vain thy Kate awaits thy coming, Kate soon will be a woeful woman. So do thy speedy utmost, Meg, and win the keystane o' the brig. There at them thou thy tail may toss, a running stream they darena cross. But ere the keystane she could make, the faint o' tail she had to shake, for Nanny, far before the rest, hard upon noble Maggie pressed, and flew at Tam with furious ettle. But little was she Maggie's mettle, ae spring brocht off her master hail, but left behind her ain grey tail. The carlin clocht her by the rump, and left puir Maggie scarce a stump. Now, wha this tale o' truth shall read, ilk man and mither's son tak heed. Whene'er to drink ye are inclined, or Cutty Sarks run in your mind, think ye may buy the joys our dear. Remember Tam o' Shanter's mare. Cheers.